Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is we're going to hopefully start a new series. We're going to bring back sort of a old old video idea or format for this series. We are going into Southampton as per usual, but we are not starting in the 80s because we're sort of, no, that's by the by, that's a bit too difficult to get new buses coming in, but we are going into the 90s, so we have more selection of buses to choose from, even though I am going to go sandbox mode, or should I? Yeah, I'm going to go sandbox mode. So we'll go free play. We're going to name our service City Bus, so the blue line. I'm going to start my services in City Bus region, but we'll do blue line services later. So let's get the city. Next, sandbox. We are going huge. We're going to unlock all researches and subsidies, so we get the buses that we need more or less straight away. Our starting seed capital is £999,999,999. So let's start the game. The first part of the video will be setting up the depot, but we're going to go originally where City Bus used to be. So that's up here, literally where this Sainsbury's is. So we're going to go up here so we can still keep the Sainsbury's obviously. And then we are going to set up the whole area. So we've got a little bit of areas for our little buses, which is quite cool. But I'm going to pause it, because having it going is thingy, because I've got to show you the buses that we have got, so, or what we can use. So we can use maybe .ALX later on in the 90s, maybe. We can use this one, Marshall, that one can be used. The darts, we know we could do some Dennis darts, so P's, R's, S's and T's and thingies, and we got the dart lines, which was a very we did have a couple of them, I believe. One of them was painted, had a design pink elephant. We used to call it pink elephant bus. So yeah, that's so we can use these Plaxtons, because we're going to use the X27 or 727-747 routes to begin with, and hang on. Let's go on to solo, see what we can use. I'm looking forward to using these, but we can't use these for a while yet, so we are going to do it in stages. So every 4th week we get a new wave of buses coming through. You won't see it coming through, but I'm hoping we can use some of these buses. Leyland Lynxes we can use. We can use the Nationals. The rights can be used at the latter part of the decade, so that's a good thingy. Nationals we can use. So we've got a lot of Nationals that we can use. The SPDs we can't use, not till, like I said, 96, when low floors could be used. So, but we have new different types of buses, so that's going to be a cool addition to this series. So we've got the Optairs we can use, but not the Versa. The Excels, not quite to begin with. All low floors are out of the question. The Plexton Verd we can use. Plexton Pointer we can use. We can use the Plexton Pointer, which is quite. This is a small bus thingy, so it would be good to have them to begin with. Then double deckers. This is quite. As a Routemaster we can use, but as we are not in London, I will tend not to use it. But this one. This is what I'm looking forward to using, and we can use it from 1995. So we're not doing it day 365. The next day is New Year. The years are going to be different. Every 6 weeks, I believe, we can go for each year. See, we got a 2-door one, which we would be able to use in 95. So we can use the Titans, but never saw them in Southampton, in the area. Palatines we can use. The Volvo Olympian. Possibility. I'm going to show you the map in a minute, what size map we are going to start with, because I'm not going to extend the map ever so suddenly. We are going to use what we have and hopefully get a Titans. We possibly might use it. Yeah, this one is a weird one. I've added to the thingy, but possibly not use that. Metrobus we can use. Optare Spectre. So that's going to be a possible bus going to Salisbury or to Bournemouth. So Bournemouth and Salisbury used a lot of Optairs during the 90s. Until they fell out of favour. So Volvo Olympians, Leyland Olympians we can use, not a problem. Just seeing what buses we can use at the early 90s. We know early 90s no low floors are allowed, so we are limited. So it's going to be, to begin with, non-low floor buses. So any buses that deemed non-low floor, like this one, the Trident low height, I'm not sure. But these Leylands are fair game because they started panning out in the 90s. So we've got the Fleet lines, they're as close as I can get for what is seen in Southampton, even though all these are dual doors. Not very Southampton like. Large buses, I suppose we could do the Plaxton Elites and the Volvo Plaxton Elites is fair game. And late 90s we get the Solar Eclipse of Fusions. So we are going to use these. And that's the buses that we can use. We cannot use any low floor style buses to begin with, so these Fusions cannot be used until 98, I think. To the turn of the century, I believe, you would have seen them WX and Y. So 99 to 2000. We do have a huge selection, a good selection, and used buses. There we go. Yeah, we're not going to use any of those two. Oh, these are horrid. You only took £6 off. None of the used buses are allowed. So there. That is where we can use this one, even though the door is situated on the wrong side, but we can use these two, even though these are holiday buses. So we can't use that because the grille just gives it away that it's not early 90s, it's not even, it's probably early 2010s, that one, or late 2010s. So that's that. We will be doing this, we'll be extending it so we can get all the buses in, but we're going to look on the map, okay? See what we've got to work with. So we go all the way up north, see how far up we can go. So boom, Anfield. We can go up to Romsey. So we got Romsey, which is quite surprising. So we haven't got Salisbury yet, but we will be getting that eventually. Is that Potters Park? Yeah, that's Potters Park. So we can get a service going to there. But that will be a limited service, I would have thought. So how far east? Cadnam, Lyndhurst, so we can go as far as Lyndhurst. So yeah, we got Brockenhurst. Far south we've got East Boulder, Langley, so we've got Blackfield, Fawley, Holbury, we've even got Calshot, so that's quite good. We've got the Blue Line services that we were able to start on Dibden, Purley and Hythe, so that's quite good. How much of Southampton do we have? We should have all of it. So we got all of Southampton, even Hedge End, West End, Horton Heath, Fair Oak, so we should have Bishopstoke, Eastleigh. Yep, we've got that. We just don't have Winchester, so we can't do a Winchester service yet. So how far over? So Kerbridge and Curdridge, Burridge, Whiteley, Parkgate, as far as Titchfield. So we've got Warsash here, so we can do Bursaldon, route going through Bursaldon, I think. Yeah, Bursaldon's here. Why did I think it was over the water? This is... What river is this? It's not a River Itchen. But it is the river going into the ocean. So... that's what we got to work with, up to Titchfield, as far down as Calshot, all of Southampton, up to Romsey, and we've got Otterbourne, and Lyndhurst, and Brockenhurst to the east. So, the first bit I do want to extend it, and it will be quick turnaround. It will be Winchester, so I think Winchester's up here somewhere, so we will go up. We do want Portsmouth, so we have to unlock Fareham, Gosport on the way to unlocking Portsmouth. No, I did that. If you can't. But we are going to concentrate on getting services running in Southampton. We've got, like I said, 999,999. Oh, sorry, 999,999,999 pound. Almost £1 billion there. So we will set up the service centre, so we cross that over. So what I like to do, okay, 3 across, on both sides, right? So we get a service desk, so we need to R this. So I like to have 3 of them, but we got new vending machines for the tickets, so it helps out. So we get 5 of these. So what we're going to do, get these close to there. There we go. We'll have 5 of these. Okay, 5 of them. So we have people being able to buy tickets, they don't have to go to the desk. And I like to have information on there, so when people come in they know the opening times, even though it's got it out here, but that's fine. I ain't finished yet. We have plenty of seating. So that's the service centre. Building corridor. So first of all, we'll have a door there. Always handy to have doors everywhere. Now we build a corridor. Okay. Sorry. Get rid of that. Get back on there. There we go. That's what I like, is that. Now, we're going to build the office. Well, let's build the office first, shall we? So it's saying it's 5 by 3, but I like the idea of having a big office to begin with, because every now and then you have to extend the size of the office. Standing desk, you can have it this way. Oh dear, let's move that. Okay, but as it's an office, it will have that. We won't have chair, or could do. Okay, so that's my office. Now break room. I want it here. It says 5 by 5, so we're going to go 8 by 8, I think. Well, 9 by 9. It's big enough. So we're going to extend the size of the corridor. Bang the door here. Okay. Go back into the break room. Yes, we can have vending machines here. So we have 3 of them. We're going to have locker room. The locker room is going to be sharing this. Okay, so that's the kitchen. We can have it here, I think. So the next one down, we're going to have TV. Yeah, kitchen can be there. So we'll have a door here. No. We want a kitchen. We want it right close to want it right close to the break room, so it's an easy thing. The toilets can come here, that's not a problem.